Hello everyone, my name is Mayo Silvers. I am the owner of M2 Hospitality, an event planning company, and also the founder for Events for Anyone, where we provide mentorship programs to event planners to start and grow their event planning company into a six-figure profit business. So today we're going to talk about ROI, which is return on investments. How do you calculate return on investments for your business? So I'm going to give you a few examples so that you can follow easily. Okay, so let's say for instance, your client has contracted you to do some decor rental for her. So for her event, so the client has contracted you to rent some specialty furniture for her events. So you call the vendor and ask for a quote, and the vendor quoted you, let's say $2,000 for furniture rental. And then you go back to tell your client it's $2,000. You go back and tell your client it's $3,000. In this case, we are going to do a markup of what the vendor has quoted you, okay? And you tell your client it's $3,000 because your client is not actually paying you an event planning fee. Your client is just asking you to help her do the furniture rental coordination. So you're not being hired as an event planner, okay? So you get a lead coming in telling you that they need help to just rent specialty decor furniture. Okay, so for this scenario, so the vendor quoted you $2,000. So you go back and quote your client $3,000. So you made $1,000, right? So your return on investment for doing that service or doing that coordination is $1,000, correct? Well, not exactly, because you also have to take into consideration the time that you put in to make that transaction happen. So you need to take into consideration the time that you took to look for that vendor, and then put together the proposal, send it over to your client, and then have the client agree. Then you put together a contract, and then you sign, seal, delivered, all right? So those are your time, and your time is valuable. So assuming that you charge $50 an hour, okay? So you take 2 hours to get this whole deal done. So that means your investment is $100, okay? So now, what is your return on investment? So the profit that you got from renting that furniture is $1,000, right? So you rented it at $3,000, the vendor charged you $2,000, so it's $1,000. But you need to take away that $100, which is your time. So your return on investment is actually $900. Okay, that's how you calculate your return on investment. So I'm going to give you another example. So as a startup event planner or a rookie event planner that you just started your business or starting or doing it as a hobby, you tend to want to own inventory. Okay, I have seen this happen many times, and this is not something that I would suggest for you to do, because if you're just starting out, you shouldn't be spending money or putting your own money out before you actually get money. So I'm going to give you one example. Okay, so let's say you have a potential client or a client asking you to plan a party for 100 people. So you're going to have 10 tables, and you're going to need 10 floral centerpieces, okay? So you call a florist and ask for a quote, and the florist quoted you it at $60, and you quote the client at $80, okay? At $80. So your investment, so your rate of return is actually $20 per centerpiece. And then you have 10 tables. So $20 times 10, that means you actually made $200 out of this transaction, correct? But then of course, we also need to take into consideration your time to put together all that. So we're just gonna say that calling the florist and putting all that together is gonna take you 1 hour. Okay, so $50 your hourly rate. So $200 minus $50, so your net return is $150. Now, so if let's say you decide to do the floral centerpieces yourself, so you need to get the vase yourself, you need to get the floral yourself, you need to do the arrangements yourself, and then after that you need to deliver it to the venue to set it up, and then go back and pick it up because the vase belongs to you, right? So you need to pick it up. So imagine the number of hours that you are already invested in making the centerpieces yourself. So I will bet you easily with delivery and pickup and putting the centerpieces together and getting the looking for vendors to buy the floral, and also looking for vendors to buy the vase, all that is going to take you at least probably 6 to 8 hours. Okay, so for easy calculation, I'm just going to say is 8 hours, and your fee is $50 an hour, so that's $400 already. Okay, so your own investment is $400 already. And if you're going to charge the client $80, right? You're going to charge the client $80 per centerpiece, and you times by 10 tables, that's $800. So $800 minus $400, which is your investment of your time and also the cost of material, etc., you make $400 versus what you made by just renting, quoting it from a florist, you make $150. It may sound very attractive that, oh, I make a lot more. I make a lot more than just quoting it from a floral or subcontracting this order out to a floral company, right? It makes sense to actually do it yourself. Actually, no, because you run into a situation that what if the client decides to increase the number of tables? Okay, where are you going to find the extra material to make the extra floral centerpiece? Right? And also, what if the client reduce their quantity? Okay, then you have all this inventory sitting in your garage. What do you do with that? And also, don't forget the time. Your time is precious. If you are doing everything yourself, that means you could not have spent your time looking for more clients that you can book events with. So you can only do one thing at a time. So your time should be spent on making sales calls, visiting clients, and not doing all these physical things. So you see, it may look very attractive to do everything yourself, but in reality, it is costing you to make more money for your business. Okay, so eventually as you grow bigger, you can have somebody to do all that, and I encourage you to have some form of an inventory. But when you're first starting out, don't do that. All right, so if you enjoy this tutorial, subscribe to my YouTube channel where I will be sharing tips and tricks on how to start and grow your event planning company. Or you can click below and join our Facebook group and communicate and hang out with a group of like-minded event entrepreneurs, where I also share a weekly tutorial on how to start and grow your event planning company. Talk to you soon.